So a couple weeks ago, I saw this AI Coke ad, this AI Coca-Cola ad, and I got to get into it. But basically, the reason I didn't talk about it earlier is because I kept thinking I want to watch it on the computer, but then I'll have to set up all my equipment and everything, and I just didn't get around to it. And so I can't show you it because I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like going to describe it to you. But basically, Coca-Cola put out this ad that is completely AI. And you can tell the music is AI generated as well. And the lyrics are, holidays are coming, holidays are coming. First of all, the stupidest song I could ever imagine. I mean, come on, bro. That's all you guys could think of? You know you can generate AI songs without having the lyrics be generated by AI too, right? Or maybe you guys are just that bad at writing lyrics. I don't know. But what offended me first is holidays. Don't you dare talk about Christmas like that. Holidays. You soulless garbage corporation. Don't you dare talk about Christmas, disrespect Jesus like that, talking about holidays. Oh yeah, we're gonna celebrate Vishnu and fucking Hanukkah. No, it's Christmas. It was about Christmas. That's the first thing, bro. All right. Second of all, it looked like utter dog shit. It looks like utter dog shit. I used to be an artist, bro. I used to be an artist. That was garbage. The video you guys made, and you guys can go look this up. You probably have already seen it. The video they made looked so awful. It's just like, what? What is our timeline, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing where for Christmas, of all things, you can't give somebody a job for Christmas? You can't give some effing artist a job. A multi-billion-dollar company, one of the biggest companies in the world. You can't even bother to pay people for one job. And maybe that would be contracted. Maybe you would, get a contractor. There are so many people that you would be able to hire. But no, a multi-billion-dollar company. The audacity, bro. The audacity of a multi-billion-dollar company saying, yeah, let's save money. Let's force the billions of people or the hundreds of millions of people that are going to watch our ad campaign that will cost hundreds of millions of dollars. Let's force all of them with all of that money, enough money for a fucking micronation, and the GDP of whatever. Let's force all of them, because they have to watch this ad anyways. Let's not even give them a good ad experience. Let's give them some AI slop. Like we don't already watch enough AI slop every day. I'm tired of seeing AI slop everywhere, bro. Out of all the people, the corporations, our overlords, can't even give us the decency of giving us a video that we can just watch that isn't going to melt our brains and make us like feel like we're in a dystopian fucking shitscape. Ah, yes, let's force hundreds of millions of people to watch our AI garbage. Bro, get out of here. And you know what? If the AI was just as good, genuinely, if I could look at it and I could say, wow, that's just as good as the real thing, that's better than an animator, a human animator, that's better than a human music artist, that's better than everything. Wow, AI is really good. If I could do that, it would be different. I would probably not be able to argue as much. But the fact that it looked so bad and it was so much worse than a human artist would have made, a team of human artists could have made for the Christmas season, for a big holiday. You looked at the birth of Jesus and you said, yeah, Jesus deserves some AI slop. The Bible tells us everything you do it to the glory of Christ. And that's what humans often do. Humans, and artists specifically, make things to the glory of God. And you, Coca-Cola, you decided that we have billions of dollars, but we're going to hire one person to make some AI slop garbage, and that is what we give Jesus. That is pitiful. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Because if it looked better than a human artist, I would have been able to go, okay, well, I can see why they did that. No, it looks like crap. There are AI artifacts all throughout the ad. How dystopian do we need to be? How dystopian? You guys really needed that extra $100,000 that bad? The corporation really patted themselves on the back, giving the world diabetes, poisoning the earth. And when it comes to that $100,000 that you would have to pay when you're a billion-dollar company to make sure that maybe the public doesn't see a bunch of AI slop for Christmas, you're like, nah, I'll take that little penny too. You guys, not even you guys, it's just an evil life form at this point, this corporation, bro. And the music was awful. The art was soulless. It was the epiphany. That's the wrong word. It was the something of a corporation. The thesis of a corporation, I guess. Exactly what you guys probably love. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying you guys. I know Coca-Cola, it's not like it's like a couple people. But Coca-Cola corporations, they all love this soulless crap. They all love this soulless garbage. And what made it insulting to me the most is just the fact that this is about Christmas. Christmas is about giving. Christmas is about soul. Out of any time in the whole year, you should feel at least a little bit of spirit and soul. The antithesis of a corporation. You should feel that during Christmas. And yet, here is a corporation, or corporate overlords, saying, yeah, Christmas is just another soulless corporate slop fest. Coca-Cola, in doing this, spit on Christmas. Coca-Cola, in doing this, said, yeah, Christmas is nothing. Christmas is just soulless, just like everything else. In the spirit of giving, Coca-Cola gave their employees nothing. In the spirit of giving, Coca-Cola gave contractors nothing, gave animators nothing, gave filmmakers nothing, gave directors of photography nothing, gave directors nothing, gave producers nothing. And by setting that, by the way, by setting that precedent, I've been seeing a bunch of other stuff. AI car ads. Now, as a former director of photography, that really blows my mind. That there are AI car ads. They look so bad. The geometry doesn't even persist consistently. The AI can't even hallucinate the geometry accurately. And yet here we are actually using this garbage. We're actually using AI garbage to make car ads. Do you know the craftsmanship that has to go into a car ad? Do you know anything? Do you know anything about an Artie? Do you know anything about an Alexa? Do you know anything about color logs and, man, gimbals, stabilization, color grading? Yeah, I'm getting a bit rusty on this. But do you know? They don't care. Bro, these big corporations are telling us that when we hired directors of photography, we never cared about the craftsmanship. We never cared. We have billions of dollars, but we never cared about craftsmanship. All we care about is money. And the love of money really is the root of all evil, isn't it? Because the amount that they love money to the point where they will let everything else go to shit. It's just sickening. It's sickening. And so my question to you is, when an AI, when a car company makes an AI ad, why the fuck would you take them seriously? Why would you ever take them seriously about the craftsmanship of their car? Why would you consider their car to have any craftsmanship or any standards, considering they don't even give a fuck about the way their car is presented? They don't even give a fuck about the craftsmanship of directors of photography, about directors, about cameramen, of editing. They don't give a shit about that craftsmanship. They don't give a shit about that field. They don't care how their car is presented. They care about money. So let me ask you something. If they care about money and they don't care about the craftsmanship of anything that has to do with their company, then why should you trust their car? If they love money that much, then what is telling you they won't design a car genuinely? If they hate craftsmanship so much and they love money so much that they use AI to make their ads that look like garbage, what's telling you that they won't do the same with their car? That they won't plan for the car to break? I forgot the word. Planned something. What's telling you that? That they won't plan for the car to break, so right after the warranty, you're gonna have to go you're gonna have to need to go buy something else. They love money, clearly. They don't care about craftsmanship, clearly. So why should you ever buy from them? Even if they didn't do that to their cars, if they don't care about craftsmanship so much that they make an AI ad and they don't pay somebody to make a real commercial with a real car in real life, then why should you buy their car in real life?